Hello and welcome to my very first video. My name's Insane Peon, and today I've got 6 tips and great ways for you to be able to start out on your adventure into the Middle Earth. Doesn't matter whether you're an orc, a troll, human, dwarf, hobbit, doesn't matter. These tips are going to be great for all of you guys, no matter what, when you're playing Lord of the Rings Rise to War. That is the brand new game that actually just came out today on the 23rd. That was when this video was posted, and it's a pretty fun game so far. I'm enjoying it. I got really lucky on some rolls and everything like that, but let's get into these tips to help you get started. So currently right now I'm approximately, I don't know, I want to say 12 hours into the game, and I was top 10 players within my server, which is server 10, for quite some time. And for the very first thing that you want to do when you get in, go through the tutorial. Tutorial's great. Everything about it is phenomenal. It gets you forward, gets you going. And then once you finish it all, you want to go in and focus on building everything in your main hall. Everything right here is what you want to focus on. And especially, you know, your first few hours of the game is going to be pretty much you just building and getting everything up to par. And it's going to be fast builds. It's going to be, you know, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 2 minutes, 1 minute. You want to make sure you just get through all of it as quick as you can, so that way you can get to those big chunks, kind of like where I am right now. So like right here, I have a military academy that's building. It's got 30 minutes left, but you do want to push for your main hall to get leveled as fast as you can. The reason why you want to get it pushed and leveled fast as you can is because you want to be able to get your elven quarters, or you know, whatever other it is, or whatever faction you are out there. You want to be able to get it to go higher, so that way you can unlock these better tiered units. You have tier 1 starting off, and then you got your tier 2. This one starts at tier 2, and then it unlocks at tier 3. So you always want to make sure you're pushing that as fast as you can. You want to unlock those units fast. One thing that everybody is having problems across the board is a lack of resources, specifically stone. Stone is something that everybody uses to build, and that's what you're going to be hurting on. So another great suggestion is come over to your market. Once you have it built, go to your barter, and then you can actually trade an ore for some stone. As you can see, I've been collecting all of my stone. I'm actually kind of hurting a little bit on wood, but you want to take whatever you have the most of and be able to trade it over for the least for. You do lose a little bit because it's a 10-to-4 ratio, but when you're starting off, it's okay. Tip number 2 that we got is unit management. Listen, I know you want to like go gung-ho, get yourself a whole bunch of units going and everything like that. You want to get all those level 1 bad boys out there, but let's be honest, they're not that phenomenal. They get the job done, don't get me wrong, you know, they do their part, but you don't want to spend too much time, too much resources on them. Here they have special abilities. Don't spend any of your coins. Save your gold coins. Maybe when you're in like end game, you ain't got nothing else to do, go ahead and spend it on it. But for now, save all those coins just like I have, and be ready to get yourself to level 2. Once you get you tier 2 units, you can invest a little bit. Like for example, on my marksman here, I've invested up to level 5, so that way he's got a 70% chance to avoid the first attack. You want to go through and read what your units actually do. See what they are. See the abilities. Take your time with the game. Don't just, like, you know, think that everything's going to be amazing and perfect. Just take your time, go through it, read it. It's going to be all good. Brain fart. Sorry, it's my first video if I didn't tell you, and this is a brand new microphone. I'm so excited about it. I bought it just so I can make these videos. And it's all going to be improving. Anyways, tip number 3 that we have is the tip system and buying rounds. So as you back out of here, you can go to your little your tavern. Once you're inside the tavern, you have right here tips, and I've already completed all of my tips for the day. I poorly planned this video because I was so excited to get everything forward. I just wanted to get it launched, just get right into it. I was so excited. But these are super important because not only does it help you get experience, which is crucial for your hero or your commanders, but it also helps you gain some of the little influence over these commanders, because you want to eventually unlock all these commanders right here. You know, you have your tier 1 commanders, all of these, and then you want to be able to get to your tier 2 commanders, and then eventually be able to get yourself a nice little tier 3 commander. and all of that just takes time. And as long as you're using the tavern system and using all your influence and everything, you're going to be able to go forward and you're going to be able to prosper. And unlocking this red book at chapter 7 of the daily, not daily, but the quest line, essentially. Chapter 7 is where it unlocks, and you want to make sure you're always completing these. Once you have all of these completed, you click on the little chest, and then you're on to the next chapter. Those are always helping with resources. And then you'll unlock the red book, and then you can get your resources right there. All right. Tip number 4 is spread out land and conquer nearby. So, you know, you have this humongous map, and it's honestly could be really overwhelming. However, it's not that overwhelming because you got your little plot of land that you're going to be concerned about for now. And there's always going to be someone out there who's going to help guide you. So don't worry. Just make sure you focus what's around you. Go ahead and get your little units, put them all inside. You know, go ahead and find yourself a hero. Let's see, we'll go with Ori here. You're gonna get yourself, you're gonna max him out as much as you can to according to his level, and then once you have him maxed out, you're gonna send him on his way to go and take this level 1 land, and then eventually you're gonna get to level 2, then level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, and it's gonna talk about power, and that's everything of what this talks about. So even though inside the chapter series it says, hey, occupy 560 power or higher land titles, it doesn't talk about the tier that's right here. It's just talking about this part that produces for your ring the power. And you always want to make sure you get it as high as possible, because the higher it is, it's just passive income for you to raise the level of your ring. You want your ring to be popping, you want it to be beautiful, you want it to be like gorgeous, you want to be able to go around and be like, oh hello, this is my ring. You're not really going to be doing that, but you do want it so that way you can unlock a lot of small bonuses for your entire group that you have here. So as you're going forward and you're going and conquering land, right here you can see that I have 57 out of 66 territories. And once you start getting towards the limit, you're going to want to abandon the level 1 land that you're using to get there. Because as you can see right here, let's say I wanted to march to this spot, I need to own any of the land that's adjacent to it in a big old square. So just go ahead and you know, what I've been doing is I just send, you know, one of my small little commanders that's got plenty of energy, like Boromir here. He's got 85 units, whatever. Just send him on his merry way. Go and take that for me, so that way I can get over to this thing here. And then when I get over to there, I can actually use the heroes that I want to level up, like Aragorn or Gandalf the White, Gandalf the Grey, you know, whoever it may be. So make sure you take advantage of that. Use multiple commanders. Have your designated commander you want to, you know, essentially take on the hardest fights, and then take on, you know, those that aren't. And then for everyone else, just use them to essentially just go and do what needs to be done, so that way you can get to those spots. Try not to betray anybody and take their land. So for example, this is all my land right here. This is someone who's in my fellowship. This is his land, that's why it's blue. But let's find somebody else that's over here. Oh my gosh, is there anybody around? Hello? All this empty land out here, nobody around. Or is it because it's not loaded? Purple is just somebody who's within the same faction as you. So I'm Lothlorien, and he is as well. Don't betray, don't take the land. There's plenty more land out there, and you can always find it. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but it's all good. Just go forth and prosper. It's easy. You got this. I have faith in you. And there's so many servers out there right now. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's get you're going to abandon land as you're pushing, and it takes 30 minutes to abandon, by the way. So don't be afraid to, you know, as you're pushing, you're just going to go and boom, abandon. Going to stop production, no big deal, whatever. Going to take 30 minutes to actually abandon, and then you'll be able to move on to the next thing. Call Boromir to go back home. Yeah, go home, buddy. Okay. I know you're going to take that level 1. I know you wanted it, but it's all right. All right, next up is always complete any quest for a Mathem coin. So here we have the Mathem peddler right here. He's got these little things that are coins, right? It's these bad boys down here, And these coins basically allow you to open it for free. And that's how you get your items. That's how you can unlock heroes. That's how you can get items to get influence over heroes, so you can recruit those heroes. I keep seeing heroes, but they're commanders. I know. Bear with me. You want to be there for those commanders, and you want to get those influence. So make sure you just go and get yourself some coins. Anytime there's any quest, do the quest for the coin. Always do it. Oh, look, we got something big. This is just a 300 respect. You need 30 of these to unlock a tier 3 commander. So it's going to take time, especially for those big commanders. And honestly, whenever you do get your coins and you need to spend them all on Fellowship of the Ring first. The reason why you want to do that is because for every single 5 chests you open, you get 3 of Gandalf the Grey. You get 3 of his items for influence, and then eventually you'll get all of them, and then that'll be a free hero for you. It'll be a free commander, Gandalf the Grey, and you'll be able to get all of his influence to be able to get him to come and join you. So that's why it's important for you to make sure you go through and do Fellowship of the Ring first. And then on the note of heroes and tips as well, while you're recruiting commanders, you want to have an even split of commanders. So while you're getting yourself, you want to have a human one, an elf one, a dwarf, and a hobbit, and then a wizard. Those are the 5 different races, because some of the tips require specific heroes, or whether it be specific race or anything like that. You just want to make sure that you have and you can complete all of those tips, because tips are important. You don't want to miss out on potentially getting, let's see, I've randomly gotten, any of all of these characters that are on tier 1. You can easily get influence over them. You can even get influence over tier 2. Like, for you want to be able to nudge your way forward and start, moving forward towards it. You want to unlock all those commanders, because commanders are what's important. Commanders wins fights, you know what I'm saying, along with the army, but still. So just focus in on those commanders. Lastly is just using your gems. So you're gonna get gems, it's gonna happen. What I recommend you use your gems for is use it for the tavern. Use it for those tips, and just refresh at a minimum once a day. I'm going to be doing twice a day for now for a little bit, but you want to do it so that way you're building yourself all that influence for those commanders. Don't really buy the Mathem box rolls with them unless you plan on like spending inside of the game. If you plan on spending inside of the game, then go for it. We'll do a roll here. It's 2,000 gems for 5 medals, and I just got a bunch of whatever stuff. And then look, I got 1 accessory. This accessory is cool, but it's no biggie. We'll do 2 more, just cause. Here we got a blue sword, got some rare items, but nothing crazy particular. And you can click on this to see the percentage of everything that drops. And getting a full character is 1% or less, essentially. So I don't know if it's really worth it. Oh, got ourselves a nice little armor. Beautiful, great, awesome. Getting more of this. Soon I'm going to be unlocking this tier 3 hero at this pace, as long as it keeps going this way. But yeah, this is great and awesome to be able to get, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're able to use your gems efficiently, especially if you're going free to play. And one of the questions that I've been getting a lot is, how do I make sure that I'm getting how do I get, what is it, the Beornings? So you have to actually go to these camps right here. You have to take over that camp, but that's something that's like way later on down the line. So I know it's going to talk to you and want you to take over a camp so you can hire some now. It ain't going to happen, Chief, but later on down the line you will be able to do it, and you can do it. But thank you so much for checking out my video. I'm planning on doing more. I want to do some videos on hero builds. I want to show you Aragorn. I want to show you all the different commanders that are there. I want to show you, portraits for their skills and how you should be leveling them. And I want to make sure that we're all going on this journey together through Lord of the Rings, Rise to War, and we're all enjoying ourselves while at the same time making sure we're doing great. And so stay tuned for more. I'd love if you'd subscribe. Thank you. And have a phenomenal day, all you Middle Earth people out there. Have a good one.